This segment brought to you by Kansas Wheat. Learn more at rediscoverwheat.org.
I'm Brityne Rucker, and this is Ag AM in Kansas. I am here at the 2020 Midwest Cover Crops Council Annual Conference, and with me now I have keynote speaker of the event, Paul Jasa from the University of Nebraska. Paul, you discussed selecting and managing cover crops. You focused on the current interest in cover crops, focusing more on improving soil structure.
It's true. When it comes to cover crops, they've been around for years as a grazing crop, and that's where producers add value to having a cover out there. The public is interested in reducing erosion, protecting water quality, reducing the sediment showing up in our waterways, and that's where the public has done a lot of funding of cover crops through various government programs, the soil and water conservation districts, and so on. But when it comes to what we're actually doing is I'm looking at improving the soil, feeding the soil system. It's the carbon dioxide in the air that's free. It's the sunlight that comes down on the earth is free. We harvest those by growing a plant, and that plant is putting root exudates into the soil, and it's those root exudates then are building our soil by feeding the soil microbes for us.
Now, you really went into kind of three main structures of managing water, intensifying the cropping system, and then feeding the soil system.
Correct. A lot of farmers think, when it comes to water is my limiting factor on crop production. Well, it comes down to what's the timing of the water. If I've got too much water in the soil profile, I'm not going to store my next rainfall event. Why not grow it into a cover crop rather than lose it to deep leaching or to runoff? And so I can use that to manage excess water. On the other side of the coin, if I don't get enough rainfall, but I have a lot of evaporation because my soil's not protected, I can grow something to keep the sun and wind off the soil surface and conserve water. And so again, that water management becomes an important player. The key is I'm going to grow something and not lose it.
And again, with timing of planting, it plays a huge role in the success of your cover crops.
Mother Nature's an opportunist. If I don't plant something, Mother Nature will have something growing. Even on my lawn, my garden, just like a farmer's field, if there's an empty space there, Mother Nature's going to grow something. It's usually what we call a weed, but it's cover as far as Mother Nature's concerned. Well, if I let the harvester leave the field and I've got soil there, let's plant a seed right away so Mother Nature doesn't have to.
And you really saw examples of side-by-side comparison, just waiting a little bit with those.
Oh, yes. It's even surprising. Depends a little bit on the year and when the rainfall is, but in a year with normal rainfall, even a week, Mother Nature can have weeds up and growing. And it was really odd in some of the fields I've done it in and seen it myself is I thought I had good weed control on my cash crop. And there's nothing out there. And then after my cash crop is harvested, all of a sudden there's weeds. And again, if I grow a cover, there's less weeds.
We'll have more with Paul Jasa after this short break.